Welcome to Young and Finch, the podcast made by Korean millennials. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Young and Finch. I'm here with Brian and Josh. Obviously, you guys know my name, Andrew. We're gonna do a little dating part 3 with a guest this time. Her name is Mina Moon.
Hey.
Just a preface, I didn't mention that I knew Mina. I didn't mention Mina at all when I was in 2 episodes before where I said I knew no one in New York, but I actually did know someone.
Thanks, Andrew.
It's me coming out and saying and owning up to it, so my bad. But Mina is actually one of my close friends, so I'll just kind of
you totally forgot about.
Yeah, I'll just give a little introduction about herself. And then I guess you could give the audience a little bit about how you know each one of us. And then we'll kind of go into the actual topic.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Mina. I'm a Korean Canadian girl, originally from Ontario.
Sounds familiar.
Used to live in Toronto for most of my life. I lived in New York for a bit, and now I'm moving to the Bay Area in California.
Skirt.
Yeah. Pretty excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, I know.
Do you want to kind of go over how you know each one of us? Because I think you know all of us, right?
Yeah, I'll go quickly over how I know Andrew. So I'm always in the same location with Andrew. I feel like we don't have that many mutual friends or anything. But for some reason, we're always at the same place, same time. We went to the same summer school twice, coincidentally, just pure luck. We didn't even plan anything. And then I did an internship at a particular place where Andrew went to school. So I was there for a year. And obviously because Andrew was there, I had a lot of opportunity to get to know him well. Down there at that place. And then afterwards, after the internship, I got a full-time job in New York. So I moved down to New York. And then a year later, Andrew actually messaged me and he was like, hey, I'm going to move to New York as well. And I was like, wow, we're always in the same place. So Andrew, are you thinking about moving to San Francisco anytime soon?
Yeah, so I kind of like my job right now, but, I'm definitely, kind of still seeing and figuring things out. But we'll see. I mean, it's all by circumstances, right? In the situation that I'm in. But my options are always open. I'll leave it at that.
It's kind of crazy that 2 summer schools together, but the part about New York, I think that's like a total shocker that you guys were in New York together.
Yeah.
Watch me go to the Bay Area next.
Yeah, you will come to the Bay Area.
Nah.
Just watch, guys. It's your fate, Andrew.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Anyways, enough about me.
Yeah, enough about Andrew. Okay, now moving on to how I know Josh.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know if I should say this.
Let's see if our memories
let's
sync
see if
up.
our memories align. So, I think this was like in high school, and I had a close friend named Jacob. And we used to always talk about dating a lot. And I was like, hey, Jacob, I'm really lonely. Like, can you introduce me to anyone? And then Jacob was like, yeah, I know someone. I think you would look really good with him. Like, I'll introduce you to this guy named Josh.
Oh, wait. And you guys went on 소개팅?
No, we didn't go on 소개팅. So it was just like, we just hung out as a group.
Yeah.
And then I remember back then, Josh really liked this Korean singer named IU.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, he really, really liked her.
I like her too. Sorry. Anyways.
I know. I mean, a lot of guys like her. My boyfriend likes her as well right now.
Rip.
Yeah, and then back then I was just like, as a dumb high schooler, I was like, I'm nothing like IU, and I don't think we really I feel like there wasn't a click or anything.
Yeah.
So nothing really happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's
True.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was your story about me, Josh?
No, it's exactly the same, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember the IU part.
It's aligned.
But I must have been way too vocal about that. I mean,
Yo,
classic.
your profile picture was like IU, and I was like, yo, what the?
Oh god,
This guy's really
Dirty.
obsessed with IU.
it's so cringy. But yeah, I'm not surprised. That sounds like high school Josh.
So 10 years ago from now, Josh will be one of those K-pop lovers that we see today. Sorry.
Nah, bro. I liked IU before though. She was. Anyways, we'll not get into that. Anyways, how do you know Brian? You know?
Brian. Well, Brian was actually like my family friend. So my mom was really close with Brian's mom, and I particularly don't have any memory with Brian. Like I feel like we didn't really interact a lot as kids, but our moms did. But I have a lot of memories of Brian. And the reason why is because my mom would always talk about Brian.
Oh.
Mostly because like he was this star child, or at least the ajummas thought so. Like he was like the ajumma's ideal.
엄친아.
Like
Oh,
yeah,
really?
엄친아.
Yeah.
Such a disappointment now.
공부 잘하고.
I don't know about
Like-
that, but
all the ajummas thought he was like very good looking. I remember a particular story that my mom told me about Brian. That like in Valentine's Day, some girl left a note on Brian's doorstep because she liked him that much, and I was like, wow, like I guess he's that popular.
damn.
I'm down.
But yeah, I just remember Brian a lot because my mom would always like talk to me about him and be like, oh, why aren't you like Brian? He's like so good at studying. He's so smart. He's getting all the girls. Like he can have everything, but why aren't you like this?
Damn. That's
Because I was like an art kid, right? So I was the
True.
opposite of Brian. Yeah.
Damn.
damn.
So
I don't know how to
Yeah.
top that. That was good to hear that. Thanks, Vita.
So you have a lot of bad, bitter memories of Brian. No, I'm just kidding.
I remember a couple of times, like us hanging together. I think you came over with your parents, and I remember this one story. We went out to like a school playground, and then we were on those like
Yeah, I remember that.
those spinning, you know, the ones where you like 돌려 and like
Oh, yeah.
just ride it. And then Mina was like, yo, she was super strong. Like, I remember like literally hanging on to it for dear life, and then she just kept fucking spinning, and like I literally like fell off it. Yeah, but
That's jokes.
Man.
yeah, I remember that. And
Oh yeah, I remember going to the playground, but I do not
Yeah.
remember that.
I'm down.
That's jokes.
I guess in my mind, I was just spinning it normally.
Yeah, you were.
But to you, it was like super
I was
strong.
like, holy shit, what the hell?
Yeah.
I remember us
dang.
playing like Mario, like on I think
Oh.
probably your Game Boy. Play Mario like on our Game Boy,
Oh wow, I did not remember that.
and then I remember there's another time like I had like a toy like BB gun,
hmm
and then I remember like we were trying to like hit these Legos, and then I would shoot, and then you would just kind of run up and collect the pebbles and like bring it back. Do you remember that?
No, I
I
don't
don't
remember
remember
that.
that, but yeah.
So Mina was your
Oh, wow.
minion?
Yeah, we were doing some, I don't know, yeah. I just remember those
Dang.
three stories. Yeah.
Wow, I do not remember these stories, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of my memory was of my mom just talking about you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. We were still young. We were like, I don't remember, probably like grade 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy how small Toronto is.
Yeah.
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 Facts. But I think it's like that for every metropolitan city kind of thing. If you especially grew up there.
And if you're part of the Korean community, I think that just tightens up the social circle even more, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I feel like every new Korean person I met, especially in Toronto, if I add them on Instagram or Facebook, I would have at least 10 mutual
Mhm.
friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It do be like that.
Yep.
Yep. Which makes it difficult for dating. Oh! Got it! No, but
Good.
I think it's a
Yeah,
good
good
transition to
Yeah.
our actual topic. So
To the meat and potatoes.
let's get into it. So I guess I could ask the first question, and if you have anything that you want to ask, or if we have anything to ask, then we'll just kind of add it on. Just keep it natural.
Yeah.
So I guess my first question to you, Mina, as a girl.
Oh, me? Okay.
All right, yeah, I mean, it could go to like our original members of the team, but I think it's good to hear, the opposite sex's opinion and thoughts and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
I guess like relationship in your early 20s versus your late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could kind of all touch upon like some of the areas that we look for. And I'm gonna guess before we talk that it's gonna be different for guys and girls, but it'll be interesting to see and hear what you think as a girl, So please.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is my unique experience. And to be clear, I dated a lot of Korean guys in my early 20s, like Korean guys, who are like yuakseng there, because that's what I was into back then.
Really? Interesting.
Basically, yuakseng means people who came from their motherland to study abroad,
like international exchange students.
Yeah. I think I just watched way too many K-dramas, so
Classic.
It was kind of my fantasy to date like a Korean guy straight from Korea.
An oppa.
An oppa. Yeah, so in my early 20s, because I dated a lot of Korean guys, I think I expected a lot from them. Like I kind of expected them to lead me at all times. I wanted the constant butterflies and excitement in my early 20s. It's not much about communication, I felt like, that really attracted me to them. It was more about like the way they did stuff for me.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Presented themselves.
Yeah, the way they present themselves, like physically and like act of service, I guess. Like what they did for me, what gifts they got for me, or like how much they cared for me, but on a superficially
level. Yeah, very superficial.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's like that for everyone in their
That's
20s,
true.
early 20s especially. Anyway,
yeah, I think in my early 20s, I really liked it when the guy would like take lead on stuff. Like I really liked it when a guy would say, hey, I planned out this whole date for you. Like, here's this and this. We're going to go to this restaurant and then we're going to do this. And then we'll do this later. So I thought that was really attractive back then. And I really liked it when the guy took lead and initiative.
So it's not attractive now?
I think that still applies today.
Yeah, it's not attractive now?
Oh, really? I don't really like it now. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe it's just because of my experience. Yeah. But in my late 20s, I guess. Am I in my late 20s now? Kind of.
On the cusp.
Like mid-late 20s.
Past the horizon.
Past the horizon.
Yeah, I think in my late 20s, I guess I have a way higher standard in a lot of things, except for like anything superficial. So anything related to like physical looks or the way they treat me in front of other people matters a lot less than it did in my early 20s. It's more about like how well this person takes care of me, how patient this person is. Like, do I see a future with this person? Do I see that this person cares about my opinions more than they care about how much they're leading me or how much they're taking initiative in certain aspects, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Josh, sorry.
No, I think. Wow, way to just toss me in there. No, I think. I think you nailed it on the head. Like, I think with everyone, you're just figuring it out at the beginning when in your young 20s, late 10s, right? When you're starting to date and experiment stuff like that, everything is you're just doing it based on physical attraction and what's fun and what's exciting and what's keeping that like emotional drive going. But I'd say that's probably the biggest difference. And similar to you, I think in my later 20s, late 20s, I think it's more about the type of person they are and what kind of a relationship we're able to have. I think that's what I look for more, as opposed to, physical appearance or, how much they're going to spoil me on Valentine's Day or Pepero Day or whatever,
Right, yeah. And Koreans really care about that. And back then, I think I was conditioned to really care about it. Like if a guy didn't do something for like Pepero Day, for instance, I would get really sad. and be like, oh, does he not like me anymore? But now it's just like a stupid holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marketing scheme.
So when did you like realize that transition though? Like, did you have like a specific experience that?
Yeah, like
Or was it
one
just like
last
a aha moment?
one last Korean fuckboy, and you're like, I'm done. I'm done.
I think it was mostly due to like one of the longest relationships I had. So I dated this like Korean dude for almost 2 years. And he was literally the definition of like taking initiative and being that oppa that would take care of you all the time.
Yeah.
And I really liked that about him in the beginning. Like he would give me gifts. Like he would always plan out the date for me. And like he really liked the fact that I like looked up to him and kind of looked for him for advice, I guess. But in exchange, I felt like there was a drawback there. Like as we got more into our relationship and like a year passed or so, I feel like he expected more from me as time went by. Like he would do all these things for me in the beginning, but later on he was like, oh, because I'm doing these things for you or because I'm paying for these things for you, you should listen to me. Like there was like a power struggle there, you know? Like it wasn't the fact that he wanted to just take care of me out of the kindness of his heart. It felt like more of an exchange. So later on I was like, oh, I want more of an equal relationship. And I want a relationship where it feels like we're partners and less like he's my oppa and he's taking care of me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that shaped a lot about how I view relationships.
Yeah. It's a good realization.
I think Korean guys are kind of, from what I heard from my non-Korean and Korean female friends, Korean guys are notorious for doing a lot of things and showering you with gifts and stuff like that for the first bit of the relationship, and then it just drops once you start dating. And again,
It's because it's not their actual self. Like they're putting on a facade basically to like get the girl. And I feel like Korean guys try especially hard to get the girl in the beginning to like wow her. Especially because like maybe also Korean girls have higher standards.
I mean, no comment. But
I think that's true though. Korean girls usually does have a higher standard than non-Korean, especially in like the East Asian girls.
Yeah, like they want to be wowed. Like they want the guy to do a lot of things for them, and get a lot of gifts for them, and do all these things. But they don't realize that there's a drawback later on in the relationship. Like just because a guy is really nice to you in the beginning, like the first month, it doesn't mean that he'll keep it up. And the more nice they are to you, and the more they take care of you, I guess it's harder to keep that up for the guy. It's exhausting for him. No one can keep that up.
Right.
Definitely.
I think like you, they will learn. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
Hopefully.
Because I mean, like I'm sure everyone goes through these type of stages, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just comes with life, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
I think that's not necessarily a Korean guy thing though. I think that's generally what's most important about a relationship is that courtship. It's like it just kind of needs to happen over time. Yeah. Which is harder said than done, but I think that's the reason why a lot of people do end up breaking up and things like that.
Yeah. I really like when you said the partner part, where I wanted to feel like more of a partner than like 오빠가 이거 해줄게, 오빠가 저거 해줄게, 오빠가 사줄게.
I hate that the most.
That
I
shit.
hate it when guys refer to themselves as oppa.
In third person.
This funny story. Like one time I was talking to this like 동생 at church, but like I wasn't even thinking. I was just like, I usually just say 나는 because I hate saying 오빠가 as well, right? Because it's so fucking cringe to me.
So much hate. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, so I wasn't thinking. I don't know why. I was like, oh, and I stopped myself because I noticed I was gonna say it. I was like, fuck that shit. So I'm like, oh, 나 내가 해줄까? But anyways, I guess to be honest, for guys, it's kind of more superficial in my opinion, right? They look at more physical attributes, at least when they're first meeting the girl, right?
Mhm.
And this is my opinion. I'm pretty sure, most guys would agree with me. Obviously, there's case by case where someone might look at personality more, but I think initially it is the physical aspect.
Mhm.
So kind of going into that more deeply for me, in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, it is the physical aspect,
Yeah.
like how they dress, how they present themselves,
Mhm.
and how they react to just like the whole conversation, I guess, if I'm on a first date with them. But I think the personality part comes in the conversation or in the interaction, where if I feel like I don't think I could mesh well with them, then I would kind of stop there. But it's like a two-step process where first is the appearance and then the second is
Mhm.
the personality or like the non-superficial things. But
Right.
I don't think it could be the other way around, like these steps.
Mhm.
I don't think I could look at personality first and then just based on
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think I agree. Like, I think physical looks is definitely the first thing that people notice about you.
Mhm.
But in your
Mhm.
late 20s, or at least for me, it holds a lot less weight than it
Yeah.
did in my early
Mhm.
20s. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if I wasn't physically attracted to someone in my early 20s, but his personality was amazing, like everything aligned, I still wouldn't date him, you know?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
nowadays, I feel like even if I was a little less physically attracted to this person, but everything
Mhm.
else just aligned and I really liked everything else about him, then it's like, yeah, why not?
Mhm.
Like, I would rather date that guy than someone who's
Right.
physically attractive and
Yeah.
less for me,
That,
personality level, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. That's the thing. Like I hear a lot of girls say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in like our age group where the physical aspect is not as important. Like you said, you rather date someone that's has an amazing personality but less attractive compared to a more attractive but a shitty personality, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that weight for appearance is just heavier for guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I just want to preface that it's obviously different, but for people like case by case.
Mhm.
But I think in just generality, it's like that.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah, I
opinion.
guess for guys, like even as they mature, and also guys mature
Yeah.
very slowly.
true.
Like physical looks
Facts.
definitely are more
I agree,
important
yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
God, so shallow.
I think there's this thing where guys are 3 years younger than girls, like the mindset
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
or
For
something
sure.
like that. So
Yeah, I believe that.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I'm not, being young is in the head. Sorry.
What the?
How about being young and Finch? Anyways.
What?
All right. Should we go on to the next question?
Yeah.
Or
Sure,
I mean, Brian. What about you, Brian?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what about you,
Forgot
Brian?
about
Shit,
Brian.
I don't know. I think you guys got it pretty
Yeah.
pretty on the dot. I think for me it's like I've had 3 relationships in my life, and I guess from my first one, I think that was more genuine. Like it wasn't about like physical. Maybe it was a little bit of physical, but it was more about like the connection and personality and
Yeah.
how I felt when we were actually together. And then for my second relationship, that was more of a physical thing. And like I thought she was really attractive to me. And that relationship was a pretty big eye opener because like that made me realize that physical attraction isn't everything, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
Like there's something more about that. So even though I was content, like physical wise, like what I saw, like there wasn't that connection, like intellectually. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So then now, I guess you just every experience you just kind of learn, take something from there and there. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Now as I get older, now that I'm like working and I have different like values and priorities in my life, I definitely look for someone that has similar like mentality. Like I don't want to just date someone and be like their fucking sugar daddy and like buy them, whatever they want.
You don't
or,
want to be their oppa.
Yeah, they're just they don't have anything that they look forward to, or you want someone on a similar like vibrations that'll give like good energy, good positivity, But you guys already talked about that, so I
Yeah.
think you guys got it pretty on the dot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it's when you're young, you just don't know what you want. But as you get older,
true.
you just understand what you're looking for. And that gets more accurate. Your standards for that gets higher. And then in turn, like, you're more prioritized on the things that matter.
I
like
agree.
money. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think, you guys nailed it.
Well, money is a little bit important too. That was one of the biggest conflicts that I had with my second relationship too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, not enough money or too much money?
No, it's just the way that she prioritized in terms of like saving money and using money was just totally
Oh,
different
Yeah.
from what I had.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you need to have the same values, especially when it comes to money.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like the way you
exactly.
save, and
Yeah.
where you spend your money. It should be at least aligned.
Yeah. I had
100%.
this one girl that I was dating, and this fucking, I don't want to call her a bitch, but like she literally said, I'm so used to having guys pay for me, so like, can you pay for me? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
That turned me off. That turned me off so much.
Mm,
It's because of all the oppas that treated her well, you know.
yeah.
I don't know, but I don't. But like, I was like, fuck that shit. I'm good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there are guys that do that. There are guys that pay for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think-
why
you know
girls
what-
are like,
you
yes.
know what those are? That's what I call simps.
Yeah.
I ain't no simp.
Yeah.
Anyways, unless it's the one, I'll be a simp for them. But
Yeah.
that'll be difficult.
Yeah, but someone who uses you for money is not the one. So
Or expects it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
It's not even about the usage part. Like, it's the expectation
Yeah.
part. That's what tilted me. It's like she expected me. I'm like, anyways.
Yeah. I had a question. I know in our second episode of dating, we kind of touched on more casual relationships and things like that. And I can probably, kind of guess what Andrew and Brian's answer would be. But for you, Mina, and for Brian and Andrew as well, like what I'm curious to know if there are any traits that distinguish romantic interest as being a casual candidate or someone that, you could potentially see having a relationship with. You know what I mean? Like, are there key things that you look for in a guy or girl, whatever, 2021, the vibes?
So just to clarify, I actually was never into like casual dating for some reason. I guess
Okay.
I'm super Korean in that way. Like it's really difficult for me to see someone casually.
Yeah.
And also like I don't really trust guys that easily. So I was never into like hookup culture or like casual dating culture. And not because like I didn't want to, but because I'm like pretty afraid of like people stealing my stuff, or I don't want them to become a serial killer. Like I would never go over to
That's
a guy's
fair.
place after clubbing because I would
Yeah.
think he's a serial killer. Yeah, so I haven't really thought about like what are the traits that I would look for in like a casual partner.
Right.
But I guess for me it would be if I just had like a strong physical attraction and nothing else, like if I had a strong physical attraction and nothing else really clicked, then probably casual dating. And if I saw a future with this person, and we have the same values, I feel like that's pretty important, like to have the same values in life.
Yeah.
Then that would be like a potential partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about you guys?
Yeah, I agree with Mina wholeheartedly. I mean, it's pretty much like
I think we have Mina the expert right here. I don't think we need to add anything else.
Yeah, like why would you casually date just for like? Oh, it's because like, oh, I love their personality. I'm just gonna meet them casually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for me, and I haven't dated too like crazy amounts. I also haven't like casually dated like a crazy amount, but from my experience, I think for me it's kind of been a like when I get to know the person, or kind of when I kind of enter that like getting to know them, it's already kind of set in my mind whether or not I can see a potential of them being like a partner versus like this is just gonna stay casual. You know what I mean? Like there are certain things about their character or like their personality or like what they're doing or like what the values we have that I'm kind of like, okay, this is just gonna be casual, and it won't go any further. You guys don't really have that, like kind of like, I don't want to say compartmentalizing, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's just like a clear distinction right from the beginning.
Yeah, I think for me, I decide on the first date. I have like 3 categories.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
One.
3 categories.
One. Yeah, no, but
Whoa.
when I say it,
Whoa.
you're probably agreeing with me. It's 1, you want to go like a serious relationship or like kind of get to know them better to potentially keep on meeting them. 2, it's casual, like you want to just like fuck around. Or 3, you just don't want to meet them. Right? What other options are there?
Yeah. I mean, very, very like plainly put, yes. But I think to a certain extent, I agree. It's very like clear at the first couple dates. It's like, this is either going to be something chill or there's potential kind of thing, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I feel like if I keep seeing someone casually and I don't see like a long-term relationship with them, in my perspective, it was kind of like I'm wasting my time.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like for girls, I guess it's less about sex because guys need sex a lot of the time and they really like sex. But girls are just like, oh, I need more of like an emotional connection. And if this person doesn't feel like they're really vibing with me and I don't really feel like I'm going to have a long relationship with them. In my perspective, it was kind of like, why bother when I could just find another guy that I could actually connect with and see a future with.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
How do you guys know when that call is? It's like, when do you guys like let that go, let that relationship go? Because for me, it's like, or did you guys have that experience where the girl just kind of brings up the question? It's like, oh, like what are we kind of thing? Because for me, it's like I was casually dating. Because like I didn't want to just rush into it.
Yeah.
But then I guess she was like, kind of like, what are we? And then that just kind of escalated things a little bit.
So what are we?
Yeah.
Did you end up dating or what happened?
Yeah. We ended up dating.
Okay, so you got pressured into it?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I didn't know if I should, like, I felt good about the relationship, but at the same time, like, I don't know, maybe I wasn't a little bit ready. But I don't know. It was just like hard to make that call because like for the girl, it's like maybe that's not the answer that you want to hear.
But you still saw potential, right? You still saw potential in seriously dating her. Okay,
Exactly.
so I don't really consider that casual dating. I feel like that's just like getting to know the person that you want to date. Casual dating for me is just seeing someone because you want to have fun, or just seeing someone because you're lonely, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nicely put.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it before, but for me, I like to preface it. So at the beginning, if I get the vibe that it's not going to be serious, I'm just going to say, hey,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
just
That's
so
easy.
you know, like, I'm not looking for anything serious right now.
Yeah.
Just so that, like, they don't have the expectation that this can lead to something. But you never know. Sometimes it can. Sometimes it does, you know?
Yeah.
But it helps maintain expectations, right?
Yeah. I mean, what if you say that and then later you catch feelings?
No, and that's happened, and that's definitely happened before, right? But at least we tried to stay on the same page, right? You can't control everything, but
At least you told that girl.
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys have the balls to say that too.
Yeah.
They'll either just ghost or just like do some
that's
other
true.
dumb shit.
Yeah, I guess now I'm more clear cut about it. I'm more just like, oh, if I don't see a future with this person, like I'm wasting my time. But in my early 20s, it was more just like, oh, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm kind of bored, you know. I'm gonna talk to this person.
It's just fine.
yeah.
No judgment.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against casual dating. But now, because I'm in my later 20s, I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for this.
You're like, where's the ring? Where's the ring?
Where's the ring?
So, my next question. Okay, so Mina, you said that you had experiences dating Koreans, and I don't think you mentioned like your current boyfriend's ethnicity. if you want to dox that. But I'm just gonna say he's not Korean, and you know, can you kind of shine some light on the differences between dating Koreans versus non-Koreans?
Yeah.
I guess we already talked about a little bit about the whole oppa culture, but besides
culture.
Besides that, it could be something positive, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's so many differences. So right now my boyfriend is Chinese, and he's dated Koreans before, so he always points out these things about like, oh, Korean girls are like this. Like, why are they like this?
Like what? Can you explain? I'm kind of curious.
I'm curious to know what things.
So the first thing is like he finds that Koreans are very like, I don't know how to phrase it, like symbiotic. Like when they start dating, they want to become one. It's like they are the definition of one person. They are not two independent people coming together. It's just two people becoming one person.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
To clarify, like you need to know at all times where exactly that person is. Like you need to know what that person is doing, what that person is eating, what that person is thinking at all times. I feel like when I dated like a Korean guy in the past, he would always text me and be like, 뭐해? Like, 뭐 먹었어?
Yeah.
And then I would always...
오빠가 밥 먹여줄게.
Stop! I hate that.
Anyways.
Yeah, like in the morning, you would always have to text them good morning, and at night, you would have to text them good night. Like you would have to be constantly in contact with them. And I just remember like getting yelled at by one of my exes because I didn't reply to his text for 2 hours.
Oh my God.
But then again, it might also be an immaturity thing because we were like in our early 20s. But I feel like with Koreans, it's a lot more about like, I don't know, not doing your independent own thing. It's more about doing things together, like having the same friends, liking the same things, and you're striving to like become this one entity. to put it a weird way. Do you guys agree with that?
Well, yeah, I would say Korean, just like the whole Korean culture or dating culture is, yeah, like you said, they're definitely more intertwined and definitely more dependable to each other.
Dependent.
Like they're very dependent on each other. But yeah, I mean, for us, I don't think we're like that at all.
Yeah, I think that's true to what I've observed from Korean relationships in my area or with friends or whatever. And I think that was true with my very first girlfriend who was Korean. And she was a bit more Korean. So I think I felt that definitely. But yeah, I don't agree with it by any means.
Yeah, the 2 hour thing, man, that's no.
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, that's such a turn off.
But I also think it's our perspective as like 1.5 generation and second generation Canadian Koreans that like we come with a more individualistic mindset.
Yeah, like we're dating, but we're still our own person. Like we can have our own friends and our own hobbies. One thing that my boyfriend actually pointed out was that he had an ex-girlfriend that was Korean, like she was Korean. And whenever he went out, like he would always have to text her. Whenever he went out to like hang out with his friends to have a drink, like he would have to be constantly texting her. Otherwise she'd get pretty angry, you know?
Yeah. I was seeing this girl. We weren't dating, right? So I had the power to say like fuck off if she did that shit to. If
How
she
did you
did,
get away with that?
No, obviously I didn't say like straight up. I would be like, I ignore it or something. And if she got angry, I'll be like, why are you mad? Right?
Oh.
Because like we're not dating. There's no contract, if you will.
Contract.
But later on, like, anyways, the point is like I get what you're saying. It's fucked up.
Like I didn't notice like, but the part about like the good morning and good night thing. Like I was kind of like you guys, like it's not necessary to say it, but in this one relationship, like I did eventually find myself doing that ritual.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you date a Korean girl or what?
Yeah, it was a Korean girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you learn it from her?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
But-
Wait a minute.
He was conditioned.
But
Yeah.
it's different because like she was like, we don't need to talk all the time, but let's just make it a priority to at least say good morning or good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with like the good morning and like the what you do today or like 뭐해 text, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's like the pressure and the
Yeah.
like the need to be one person, you know, like that's
Yeah.
that's the crazy shit.
Imagine if you
Right.
didn't text within the hour, and then the other person was like,
Oh my
"Yo, why aren't
God.
you texting?"
So
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
you see it too.
Yeah.
It's like too needy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that, I'm talking about that shit.
Okay.
That shit's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
I mean, to be honest, I was also not a great girlfriend. Like, I would go out a lot with my friends without my boyfriend and just like not text him back for hours.
Yeah, but
and
that's
then
just you doing you. That's just you doing you, though.
okay, Andrew, you're saying that now, but wait till you get a girlfriend and she goes clubbing
Yeah,
in a
like,
row
that
and
is
doesn't
the
text you for
perspective.
7 hours, bro.
Let's be reasonable. Obviously, if she's going clubbing with her friends and I'm not there, then it's good for me to know where she's going, right? But I'm not gonna be like, yo, text me every 30 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
I need to know
of course,
where
of
you know what I
course. So
mean?
there's a balance though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's definitely a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't want like I'm gonna be worried if my fucking if a girlfriend that I really like goes to clubbing with
9 hours later,
Yeah.
she read
Yeah.
your text 5 hours
Yeah.
ago.
yeah. But I'm pretty petty, so I'll probably do like something in equivalence.
So you're saying you're Korean?
Anyways, nah, I won't do that. I'll be
I
a
could
better person.
I could actually see Andrew doing that though.
I'll be a better person.
It's jokes.
Anyways,
Wait, so we touched on Koreans, but I guess like what's your experience been like with your current partner as well as, you know, non-Korean
Mhm.
boyfriends, and same with you guys?
Yeah, I didn't really date that many non-Koreans. I've only
Yeah.
dated like Chinese guys, and this is my second Chinese boyfriend, I guess.
Mhm.
My first Chinese boyfriend did not go so well. Maybe there was a bit of miscommunication there, but I guess I was that Korean girlfriend that time where I would be like, oh, why isn't he texting me a lot? Like, why isn't he responding to me? And at one point, he actually moved to Seattle for a bit for like an internship for 4 months.
Yeah.
And it was kind of difficult because it was long distance and it was also a new relationship. So all I wanted to do was talk to him. But because he was so busy with his internship, he would not reply to my texts.
Yeah.
It was kind of bad though. Like he would not reply to me for like 2 days.
Yeah, I don't think he was busy. He was just, anyways.
Yeah. But
2 days
anyways,
too
like,
long.
yeah, that's a long time.
It's okay. You're happy now.
Yeah, I mean, with my current boyfriend, he's also very like independent. Like I feel like he likes to do his own thing. He doesn't really expect me to text him that much.
Yeah.
Like we did long distance for around a year. And during that time, it was fine. Like we had good communication. We had set times where we would just like talk on the phone, and then there would be other times where we would just text.
Yeah.
And because that communication was there, like you don't have to text me at all times, and we'll just have this set time to talk. It was perfectly healthy, and I think
Yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah. You had
Yeah.
a good trust base, sounds like.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and we also trusted each other, but also because
Yeah.
like it was quarantine. It's not like you're gonna go out.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do?
Yeah. True. Still, I mean,
Gonna go risk
there,
it all?
there are people that risk it, right? For the
True,
biscuits.
true.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
definitely
no,
the
it's
trust
good.
is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like with Korean people too, though, it's like there's a little less trust, especially if you have friends of the opposite sex. I
Yeah.
feel like if I ask a lot of Korean guys, and ask them like, do you think girls and guys could be friends? They would usually say no, or they would be a little bit iffy about it. But my current
Yeah.
boyfriend, like he has friends who are girls, and I completely trust him with them.
Yeah.
So there's like a difference there. I feel like, yeah.
I feel like Korean people are just more sus. Just about life. Just like shit
Please
that they don't.
elaborate.
Yeah, elaborate.
So,
Why
like-
do you think they're sus?
Like they're sus in terms of if they don't know what's going on, they want to know, and they're like Koreans are just known for being impatient, right? So it's like they want to know what their other, girlfriend/boyfriend is doing at all times, kind of thing.
Mhm.
As
Do you think
opposed to,
that's
like-
because it's a lack of trust?
And jealousy, yeah.
It's just I think it's just like Koreans as a dating culture, like they're impatient. They care about like I guess I don't know. Like I don't want to go too deep into all the factors, but it's just unique to Koreans. Anyways,
Yeah. Less trust with the
Yeah.
opposite sex, for sure.
yeah.
How long you guys been
Yeah.
dating for?
Yeah. We've been dating for almost a year and a half now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice
wait,
step.
what do you guys think though? Do you think guys and girls could be friends?
I think so.
Like true friends?
I
And
think
where's
so.
the line?
Personally, I haven't had that experience.
What? Just being friends with a girl?
Sorry, with your friend. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about being friends with their ex.
Oh, we'll get to that
no,
after.
no,
We'll get to
that's
that
a
after.
separate topic.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then 100%. And I think that is what a healthy relationship should be like. It's not. But yeah, I think it's 100% fine. But I've had experiences in the past where the girl was like, you can be friends with girls that you've known before you met me, but not after.
Oh.
But
what if it's like a work setting kind
What
of
is the
vibe,
difference?
though? Yeah. Like what?
I guess she
why does
doesn't
that
like
matter?
me like going out with someone new and like, spending time together and stuff like that. But if it was someone I met from before, then it's okay.
That's interesting.
oh,
I don't think there should be a restriction for that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it just comes down to the level of trust.
yeah.
That's it. There's like no way
Yeah.
around it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think guys and girls can be friends. And I think they can be good friends, but I think there has to be restraint. Especially if one of them is in a relationship. It's like, as a friend, you kind of have to be willing to, you know what I mean? Like prioritize your friend's relationship over your friendship sometimes, so that you're keeping boundaries that are respected, especially if, if they're a little less comfortable or something like that. But yeah, like what Brian said, it's tough because it's like, why would you need to hang out with one, if it was like my girlfriend, like why would you need to hang out with a guy one-on-one to get to know him if you're not, you know what I mean? Like at the same time, it's just friends.
doesn't-
So it's like, it's tough,
But it doesn't have to be one-on-one. What if it's like a group sitting?
Yeah,
Right.
no, for sure.
And then
Like-
you just like you wanna maybe she has like a fucking sick job that you wanna know about.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think guys and girls can be friends, whether you're in a relationship or not, but it comes down
Yeah.
to trust and boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
agree.
I mean, to be
That's
fair,
good.
as long as your girl is happy, like there's no reason why she should leave in the first place. For the most part.
Yes.
Before we go to another question, like now that we touched on it, is it possible to be friends with an ex? Is it? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think so. After some time.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like if my ex messaged me like nowadays, be like, oh, like how you been? Like blah blah blah, then it's okay. Just keep things casual and whatever, but definitely not right after we broke up.
Right.
True.
Yeah. For me, I would say no.
I'm gonna say no too.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna say no.
Well, it's just me, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like this. It's like you broke up for a reason, and
Yeah.
I don't think there's a point of going back.
But what if you guys were dating for a long time and you guys have really good friends, you just don't see each other like romantically anymore, you know?
True. Yeah. Maybe I can't relate to that because I never had a girlfriend, QQ. But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe someone else can answer that.
I mean, to each their own, I guess. There's really no.
Yeah.
It's the level of your comfort, I guess.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like for me, when I stop liking someone, I can't. It's kind of hard for me to like them back again,
Well, I mean, even as friends, like
even as friends, yeah.
platonically.
Yeah, just not even just girlfriend boyfriend, but just as a person.
Yeah.
if I had a friend and I stopped, if I don't know, for some reason they broke my trust, or if they did something shady, or I just don't fuck with them
Fell out
anymore,
of it.
then
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever go back to being friends with them again, because I just don't want to do that.
Fair.
You know? Yeah. So
Just 깔끔하게 drop it.
yeah, just drop it. I got plenty of shit to deal with like currently, so it's, you know, I'm cool. I'm Gucci.
I don't have time for an ex.
Yeah.
It's not even
I
just
mean,
ex.
yeah.
It's just people in general, right? Like ex friends.
True. Yeah.
오.
Yeah. Like ex people that I knew.
형 무서워 그러지 마. Sorry.
아니 오빠가 이거 많이 배웠거든.
Oh
잘하면서.
God! Stop it! I'm gonna punch you.
With your power of the playground, you're gonna knock him out.
One
her,
punch, that's it.
Mina, what do you think?
I mean, I think the idea of being friends with an ex is nice. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of sad knowing this person for so long and dating them, and then you're like pretending to not know them anymore. But if I put it into perspective of like, would I like it if my boyfriend was friends with his ex-girlfriend? That's like difficult to to really. I don't know. I feel like it takes a very open-minded person to be like, yeah, it's totally fine for you to be friends with your ex and to meet up with her. I think if like a very clear line was drawn, maybe they only meet up in like a group setting, for instance.
Yeah.
They don't meet up one-on-one, or they don't really text each other one-on-one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's okay. But I think I'm like a jealous person, I guess. A lot of the time. I don't want to be, and I'm trying to improve that. But I wouldn't be able to help it. I'll be really jealous if my ex was talking to his ex-girlfriend. Or like,
I
sorry,
agree with
my
that.
boyfriend was talking
I take
to
it
his
back.
ex.
I don't want to hang out with my ex, but I think I could keep in contact with my ex.
But
But I wouldn't meet up like just one-on-one.
so then you wouldn't really be friends then. Because I think you can definitely be civil with an ex. Like you can be on good terms and be like, hey, you know, like, how's it going? You know, or run into them. Hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay,
Yeah,
bye. Right.
yeah.
But
Civil is a good word.
to be friends with them, like I think being friends with them means that you're putting time and effort into that relationship, that friendship, right? So it's like you would spend time with them, you'd see them and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Like reference to our last episode.
Exactly.
F is for friends.
F is for friends. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't. If they don't fall into that category, then
Yeah.
you can't be friends.
And bye-bye.
I think it's hard to be that invested and put that much effort and time into a relation, like a French platonic relationship, after you've had so much romantic and emotional like investment into it. Like I just don't think it's possible to just be like, oh, we're friends now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people
I think
don't work that way.
Yeah, someone's bound to get hurt. Someone's bound to get bitter. Things are bound to resurface, and it's just not a good time for you or for them or for your current partners or whoever, right? Like, I just think it's not possible.
Yeah. I guess, Brian, what if your girlfriend was friends with her ex-boyfriend? Would you be okay with that?
Or conversely, would your girlfriend be okay with you staying in touch with your ex?
And conversely, would you be okay if you were friends with your ex?
And conversely,
you were
would your
okay
ex
with
be okay if you were friends with Andrew? No, I'm kidding.
I would say it's case by case for sure.
Case by case.
Depends on the ex, or
Yeah.
No.
Depends how good looking they are.
Oh, that's...
Yo, but actually, it's like that's kind of facts though. Like, yo, like no, but like honestly, if my ex was friends with someone that was beat, I don't think I'd give a fuck.
Wow.
No, like straight up though, like if he was lesser than me in terms of anything, like specs or like looks or like anything,
Damn.
then I don't think I would give a fuck.
Damn.
To be honest.
But what if their history was like a 6-year-long relationship? At that point, it's not about looks; it's about the memories
No,
and the
that's kinda
emotional
iffy.
investment.
Let's
right?
say they were dating less than a year, then.
Okay, so less than
Like,
a
honestly,
year.
though,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
if my ex messaged me now, like the ones that dated like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and like just wanted to talk, like I think we could be friends. But I would let my girlfriend know that she messaged me and things like that.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't want me to talk to her, then I would stop.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, to Andrew's point, I actually used to tell my boyfriend, like, if you're gonna meet a new girl or like make a new friend who's a girl, she has to be uglier than me.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just
even if it's
super
just a friend?
shallow.
no,
Yeah,
it's like
friend.
pride, right? It's just pride. Like I have my pride. Like everyone has their own pride, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to get that shattered, right? So
Yeah, like consciously, I think that's really bad, but
nah, I think it's just life, right? It's just
it's just life.
Wait, so you're gonna restrict your future and current partners from being friends with people that you think are better looking than you?
Not friends.
I mean, I'm not gonna restrict him, but I wouldn't like it. You know, I wouldn't. I would hate it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You can't control that.
I was talking about exes personally. I wouldn't care if.
Oh.
Actually, no, I would care.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we were talking about friends.
Yeah, if they were better looking than me, and my girlfriend was meeting. No, I would care. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be pretty
just
concerned.
brain is like.
Yeah. I get pretty tilted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfair.
I'm trying to like play that in my head right now, like that scenario.
What, like if your girlfriend had a friend who was way better looking than you?
Yeah, or like good, better looking, better specs, like better everything, and I'll be like, yeah, fuck, like shit, I gotta do better, kind of thing.
It's a motivation right there.
Yeah, glass half full type of beat. Anyways.
We're jealous, toxic individuals. Damn.
Yeah, we're
This is why me and Andrew are friends.
We're
we
all
just
human.
feed each other's toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the questions that your viewers sent? More like the random ones.
So, actually, one of our listeners asked us a question, and I thought it might be interesting. Would you be down to date a girl or a guy who is more educated than you, or would you be open to marrying a girl who earns more than you? I think it might be targeted more towards guys, because I think guys tend to feel more what's the word?
Shame.
Not ashamed, but like defensive, and hold on to their pride more if their partner makes more or is more educated or things like that. But
it's because of damn society, bro.
But what's your guys' thoughts on that?
If she's making more than me and I have to be like a house dad, I'm putting on my apron and I'm going to work, yo. Cooking dinner every night for her before she comes.
What if she made $1 more than you?
Then it's rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, you guys have to struggle, bro, together.
I don't see what's the problem. As long as she loves me and she's okay that I make less than her, then
yeah.
I don't see what the problem is.
I agree 100%.
I'm gonna have to kind of split that question into parts because I gotta know how much more they make.
Let's just assume a decent amount more than you.
Let's say she's a doctor.
Yeah. Oh, okay, she's a doctor.
Yeah. Like, let's say what you're making, and then just add on another 40K or 50K.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down to meet them.
He's down.
I was thinking more of like 200K. Like
let's what about she's a doctor. And
yeah, okay, like maybe it's 200K, maybe it's 500K.
Yeah, she's a fucking doctor. If she's a doctor, I'm gonna fucking give birth, man, myself.
What?
Put the egg in yourself.
Yeah, I'll put the egg in myself, bro. I'll do the labor myself.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
No, I was joking, but no, I'll be down too, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think that's. I think that's more of a something to brag about to people.
Yeah.
But like, I guess I could see the point where people would think glass half empty, where it's like they kind of feel inferior a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. For me, I would honestly kind of brag to people if I were dating a doctor. Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I think it's more on the girl rather than the guy. It's like, is she okay with you? Is she okay with her making more than you?
Yeah, I think girls have that thought too.
It's like for a guy, it's like, okay, shit, I'm down.
Yeah, like she'd be worried about like possible partners feeling inferior because of it, or feeling like not the man of the house or whatever.
It's like
quote unquote man of the house.
Yeah. I think as long as they don't make you feel inferior, like that's the key.
Yeah.
It's like, you little fucking no piece of shit. Sorry.
So you get in a fight and then you're about to eat and she's like, who paid for that? Who's bringing home the
Oh
food?
my
And then
God,
you're like, damn it, I can't even say shit.
I'll be like, all right, I'm out of here.
Please,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Yo, this is why girls and guys need to make a similar amount, or girls need to step up a little more, so that guys cannot like have power over you.
Equality.
I think
Equality for
both
women.
both ways, right? I think no matter who makes what or no matter who has what educational background, it's all about, well, for us at least, it's all about equality. It's all about bringing the same thing to the table, right? And obviously, despite everything, treating each other with respect.
Yeah, I feel like it changed a lot over the years too. Like maybe 10 years ago, guys cared more about making more than their significant other.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's more about like, oh, I want to be equal. I want to be partners with this person. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. I mean, I had the love language question. I was like, what is your love language
Yeah.
in relationships?
I crossed that out because we actually touched on that.
Oh, what?
Yeah. But,
Damn. Okay.
Mina, what's your love language?
Yeah, don't worry about ours. Just tell me yours.
Yeah.
Just mine? Nah, that's not fun.
How
Well,
about
if you want
we
to know,
try
you just
guessing
have
it?
to listen to our old
What if we
episode.
just say it again like it's our first
you
time?
can guess it based on what I just said in this episode.
Yeah, I could guess.
Yeah, I think
I'll
Andrew and
try
I can
guessing.
guess.
Well, I'll go one per person.
One per person?
I would say it's definitely not touch.
Physical touch, I think so. Like, oh, okay.
I would say I would say service, acts of service.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, acts of service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gifts.
You realize
Or
it's not
gifts.
just one love language. It's like a
I
ranking.
don't know, but those are one of the prevalent ones, I would say. Like
Okay.
the top ones. Like, and then like I think touch would be on the bottom ones, and then gifts would be like on the topper ones.
Yeah, I agree.
Service and gifts on the top ones.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
Isn't
think
that yours,
words.
Andrew?
that's mine.
Yeah.
That's mine too.
I feel like Mina would be words and gifts.
Oh yeah, words too. Yeah.
Words
I
and
would
Like
say
words of affirmation
Mm.
and gifts. Like
Mhm.
you
Those
need
three.
to hear and receive the love, you know?
Yeah.
I would say emotional support.
It's not a love language.
Emotional support. Do I look like
Kinda
I
like
need
that.
a lot of emotional support?
Like someone like dependable, someone that you could like open up and say what's on your mind and things like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So word of affirmation.
Is that words
So
of
my
affirmation?
ranking
Maybe.
was quality time, words of affirmation,
Mm.
acts of service, physical touch, and receiving gifts.
Oh.
If you were to
Physical
ask-
touch. I've never seen you touch your boyfriend once, except maybe when you
What
hold your
the-
hand. Maybe
Hey, Andrew.
maybe
Hey.
in New York one day.
You never even met my boyfriends that much, though.
No,
Like,
I know, but like the only one time I saw you guys didn't even. I don't even remember if you guys held hands. That
Oh.
short stint that I saw you guys.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that gifts is at the bottom just because in the past it was at the top. But as I said,
True.
That's why I said it was
True.
at the top, but I was wrong. Clearly, I
Yeah.
wasn't listening.
My bad.
yeah, but as I said, I don't really think receiving gifts is representative of someone's like affection.
Yeah, definitely.
It's more about the courtship when it comes to gifts, I feel like, with guys. Yeah.
Doesn't matter
so,
what gifts you get nowadays, though. Does it have to be
um,
expensive, or does it have to be just?
I think more personal. Like I like it when guys write cards for you.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you ever written a
Aw.
card for someone, Andrew?
Nah.
Yeah, I can't imagine Andrew writing a card for someone.
I don't know. For me, I can't do anything cringy.
You know, you gotta hook Andrew up with a girlfriend.
Yeah. Palo Alto. Sorry.
In Palo Alto?
No, I'm just joking.
Do you think there's any girls there?
No.
Where's Palo Alto?
True.
California.
If you didn't get a
San
girl
Francisco.
in New York, Andrew, man, in Palo Alto, no chance.
No hope. No hope.
Hey, man.
I mean, okay, you made it sound like I haven't been on any dates in New York, but I have been.
Oh,
So
really? Can
Oh,
you tell us about those
it.
dates?
Yeah.
It was
I'd
all
love to
very.
yeah.
It was very I think the most time I met one girl was like 3 or 4 times. but I had very short stints of like just once, twice, 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah.
meets.
Yeah,
You went on like
what
Tinder
happened, though?
sprees and stuff.
No, it's not even on Tinder. Like I only met like 1 or 2 persons in Tinder, but like the rest were either people that introduced me or like I got to meet them in a group, and I was just like, yo, let's chill. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I did
But-
hear that Andrew was quite popular at church.
Mm,
That a lot
really?
of girls thought he was pretty good looking.
Really?
I'm down.
That's good.
No, but it's funny because like they told me that once they started talking to me, they had a different image.
Once he opens his mouth, it just
Yeah,
gets all
'cause, like,
ruined.
Because I just talk like whatever. Like, I just talk like how I talk on a
Yeah.
regular basis to like girls, like Korean girls. Like usually Korean people are more sensitive to just bluntness,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So they take it they take it more with an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people tell me that like, I mean, some people like it because like I'm just saying whatever I want, but
Mm-hmm.
some people like I've seen people get kind of distance away
A little butthurt.
because like I was kind of like teasing them a little bit as a joke, but they couldn't take it. Sorry.
And then you cross the line.
Yeah,
Aw.
I danced around the line, but
Yeah.
whatever. It is what it is. Anyways,
Yeah, well. Anyway.
Cool. If there
Anyways.
is nothing else that we want to touch on, I just want to quickly run through some rapid fire questions. We've been kind of running our guests through some of these. So I'll just ask you questions,
Sure.
answer the first thing on your mind, and boom, 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 we'll run through this.
Sure.
All right. So,
Wait, just for me?
no, all you guys.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, what is one thing Toronto is missing right now?
Hmm.
that's a good question. Shit.
Yeah.
Vaccines?
Freedom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Lockdown. We need
Oh,
freedom.
too
Yeah,
real.
that's a good
Freedom.
one. Good answer. Great answer. Freedom.
Damn.
Freedom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need freedom. Holy shit.
Okay.
That's really need that.
If you had to give up social media or drinking or smoking, what would you give up?
Drinking.
Smoking.
Smoking?
Wait, smoking
'Cause
what?
I don't
Like,
really
So
why
like,
smoke.
not?
so like social media or drinking or smoking,
Oh.
Oh,
like whatever your
Oh.
poison is, because some
Drinking
people
or
drink
smoking?
and some people don't drink, right?
Uh,
But some people
drinking,
smoke.
smoking. I would
You'd rather give up that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give up drinking and smoking.
I'll give up
Yeah.
social media.
Really?
Yeah.
Andrew's Brian's an addict. Sorry.
You don't
I
really
mean,
need social
we're-
media. It's a
We're
luxury.
social media addicts, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we're always on social media.
Yeah.
go
That's the
Scorpions.
problem, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You technically
means you
don't
need
need
a
social
break.
media. Yeah.
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 I wholly agree that I have a social media addiction.
It's okay. We all do, I think.
All right. Next question. Canada's 8-month-long winter and a regular summer, or Korea's 8-month-long humid summer
Oh, God.
and a normal winter?
Canada, for sure,
Canada.
for me. I cannot
Canada,
stand the
yeah.
humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada. Yeah.
Canada. Okay.
Yeah. I nearly passed out on the subway in Korea because it was so hot.
Yeah.
And it was the
Shit.
year that they turned off all the air conditioning.
Oh
Everywhere?
shit.
It was the year of 2012 where they shut off the air conditioning in malls, subways. I think they were trying to conserve more
What?
energy.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah, so Coex Mall had no air conditioning.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
it
scary.
was hell.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like even thinking back to New York summers, it's
Ugh,
humid as fuck.
So gross.
So I would rather have a bad
Ugh.
winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally like you're literally waiting for the subway and you start sweating.
Yeah.
It's that.
It's like a
humid and
sauna.
hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, so bad.
So bad.
Ew. And then when you get home, the water's like, when you shower, like the
Yeah,
water comes
oh.
out gray. Or it's
Ew.
brown.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Okay, well I didn't have that, but
Oh, okay.
Where
Maybe
did
that's
you
just
live?
my
No, I'm
issue.
kidding.
Mina's been through the trenches.
All right, last question. Would you rather have curry that tastes like poo, or would you rather have poo that tastes like curry?
Oh.
poo that tastes like curry. Poo that. I would have poo that tastes like curry.
I take curry that tastes like poo.
Yeah, curry that tastes like poo.
Yeah. At least
No,
it's curry,
'cause-
right?
Because I ain't
Yeah, but it
eating all
tastes
the
like poo.
bacteria. You have to eat all the bacteria from that poop. Even
Yeah,
if it
dude.
tastes like curry,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna get some kind of disease.
Mina's thinking about it very logically and
Yeah.
very scientifically.
I mean, I haven't thought that far, but I guess I could die from poop eating.
It depends on whose poop, but yeah. Anyway.
What if it was your boyfriend's poop? off the record. Off the
Nah,
record.
still, nah.
What if your boyfriend? Never mind. I'm not gonna go
What?
there. All right. Is there any more
No,
questions?
that's it.
Nope, I'm good.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's
this
it.
is
Thanks for coming.
yeah, it was
Mina.
really nice getting fresh
Yeah,
perspective.
thanks for having me.
It
Yeah,
was
this was fun.
it was a breath of fresh air having a female guest.
Yeah, we need to do this more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd
we should have
you
more
like
females.
it? How'd you like it so far?
It was good. Yeah, it was fun. I feel like in the beginning I was really nervous, so I couldn't really think straight. But as I went on, I was more comfortable with expressing my thoughts. So
Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
Nice.
yeah, it was fun.
Cool. All right. So again, thanks again, Mina, for joining us and giving us your perspective. And hopefully our listeners got a fresh new view on things. Yeah. So thank you, Mina.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
If you guys have any feedback on what you thought about the episode, you can DM us at our Instagram at The Young and Finch.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to rate us on the Apple Music Store and follow us on Spotify podcast so that you don't miss an episode when it drops.
Yes, sir. And hope you guys have a fantastic week. And we'll catch you guys next
Thanks
time.
for tuning in.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.
Wait, what? You don't even go on social media that much, though, Andrew.
Oh, Mina, it's because you don't see
Or like,
me.
you don't really post.
Have you heard of that
Yeah,
account
yeah.
called?
It's called you don't see me post.
It's but sees everyone. Sorry.
What the-
Yo, cut that out. Yeah, cut that out. Yeah, cut the. No, but